All right, open table, specific energy messages. Okay, Spirit, what do we have today? What do we have for the viewer? Okay, we have 4442 signs. Okay, focus on the self first and harmony. Okay, you have okay, this message is going to be for somebody who is currently has been requesting for like additional guidance or like additional intervention, additional signs and synchronicities, almost like it feels like an energy of like asking for more divine presence in their life, divine communication in their life. More connectedness to higher levels of consciousness, asking to strengthen. Um, strengthen their connection to maybe universal consciousness, to their higher power, to their higher self, to outside guidance, calling for guidance to come in. It doesn't feel like it's a very particular like reason. It's not like prayer demand, which is something that I do. Like you do have at the bottom transformation. So this might just be like you're asking for additional guidance or reassurance or direction from your team at this time, but it feels like it is for overall, like your overall growth and well-being, like your overall, it doesn't feel like a specific request. Okay, all right. Let's talk about these signs. Signs. Okay, you are being asked at this time to like clarify any areas where you might not be presenting your most authentic self. Okay, and we have the Prince of Wands, the Six of Cups, the Ace of Cups, and the Ace of Swords. Okay. All right. There might also be, with that authenticity, right? There might also be areas where while you are in a space of like emotion, you find that your drive for one particular thing, like your joy of this particular thing, like you're trucking along with that joy, you're seeing the signs, you're seeing your reality kind of like aligned with how you're feeling, the stuff's going along, and then it's almost like you energetically trail off to the side. It's not like a big deviation, but it's kind of like, oh, I wonder if I did this, what it would be. And then you start to notice that the signs and synchronicities, you feel like your connection is starting to become a little more limited. Almost like a lack of focus, but it's not an intentional lack of focus. I don't think you're intentionally manifesting anything, actually. I think that you're an intuitive manifester. This feels like intuitive manifestation. So the reason that I was bringing up the authenticity, right, is this focus on yourself first, getting into alignment with who you truly are, and then staying in that path. Because when you're in alignment, that emotional stability, that emotional regulation, it stays on that one path. When you deviate from that path of emotional regulation, you're creating a gap of lack. even if it's just for the moment. Okay, so let's say, and that's what this is with this Prince of Wands to the Six of Cups to the Ace of Cups to the Ace of Swords. It's that deviation from what it is that you what like your goal is, but this is done from a very emotional, intuitive place. Okay, a way to tell if this is you, right? What is it that you want right now? In what is it that you want help for or with? Okay, yeah, like yeah, connection, more guidance, more like, but you're not wandering, right? You're moving along very well, and then you notice that you're going along and everything is going like smooth, like you're just going about your day and you're joyful and then you kind of start to notice that it's almost like it dissipates or it changes or you're not getting the signs and synchronicities, you're not getting the messages, you're not having the connected moments because of yeah, because you're not there. Something is trailing off. What is trailing off? Did you make the right decision? What would it have looked like if you had made a different decision is what it feels like. It's almost like a period of like fantasy or um like it could be like reminiscing about the past here with the Six of Cups. But the past isn't what you want though. Like you're really clear on that. You're like moving forward. It's like it's like a kind of like a kid's train energy, just like kind of trucking along, like it's like oh, it's like the trains that used to have the faces. It's kind of like that, and it's just trucking along, and it's very happy. Thomas the Train, that's what it is. Maybe the name Thomas is important to you or something. So it's like trucking along, and everything's great, and then you kind of trail off into a lower vibrational uh direction. No, it might not even be a lower vibrational. It's just another oh well, I don't know, I just did you hear that confirmation from the universe? It might be lower vibrational. In this case it is, but it's not because it is lower in nature, it's because it is creating a gap of lack in your momentum. Um, because you're an intuitive manifester. Like it is your emotions that are manifesting. It's not your logical mind. It's not the things that you write in your journal. It's not the focus that you put into, to maintain a vibration at a specific state in order to, align with your desires. Does that make sense? Okay, so if your ultimate goal, right, like you wake up every morning and you're just excited to be here and see what the day brings, right? And then you're going about your day, you hit like your lunchtime, and your mind kind of starts to wonder about that decision you made in high school to not marry you know what? The name Tommy just came up. So, like, I don't know, maybe Thomas, your high school sweetheart, or Tommy, or something. Maybe that has nothing to do with it. Maybe that's just from the train, right? And you're like, man, I wonder what my life would have been like if I had done that, right? So, what it's doing is it's not a bad thing, but it's creating because when you drop, unless it is, unless, is that right? Unless it is okay, all right. So unless it is like in alignment with where your path is now, like unless you're thinking about Tommy and you're gonna call him because you want him to be a part of your happy, healthy life or like whatever you're headed towards that makes you smile when you wake up every day, unless that's it, what you're doing is you're basically fragmenting your energy. You're fragmenting your the power of manifestation for you because the way you do it is a little different. It's like the way you do it is the way you do it is almost like skipping a step, right? Like if you think of like the generally accepted or like pop culture method. Is that right? Or the popular method, right? As we know it, it's kind of like determine what you want, right? Uh, get get into like a creative visual space where you can imagine it and then generate the feelings that you would feel of it. And then now you're in vibrational alignment to it. And then you release it to the universe. You maintain that vibrational alignment as if you already have it, and then it manifests into your reality. So, like with you, you skip the first couple of steps and you're actually sitting in the energetic resonance of what it is you're trying to manifest naturally, right? And it's only when you deviate from your focus deviates in another direction. It's kind of like you're manifesting, I don't even know, minions. You're manifesting minions are like trucking right with you, right? And then it's like squirrel, and you head over this way for a little bit. Well, your minions go over that way too, and then they got to come back to your path. So that's where you're seeing that signs and synchronicities start to kind of decline at any given time. It's not that your tribe is not with you. It's not that your team is not with you. It's not that your divine guidance is still there. It's just you're like headed over that direction. Like it's like over there they speak a different language. So like your minions are hitting the translator on the way over there, so that they and then they kind of come back. It's kind of like that. It has to do with your attention. And wherever your attention is in the moment, especially if it is one of a lower vibration, it it requires time to like get it all back into the same area, same direction, same level. It's where you were going before. All right. Okay, we have the moon. Yeah, it feels like where you start to deviate is like these little moments where you have this regret, maybe, or longing, or like King of Wands. Is that Tommy? This might also be like a thought because fantasy came up. This might also be like a thought that is kind of more um, within the recesses of your mind. It's more kind of hidden to you, or it's maybe it's like you feel like it's out of reach in a way. It feels like something that you desire here with the King of Wands. And then when you come back down to the Princess of Wands, and then you hit the sun, so you have the sun and the moon, and you have like the highest level, which is like all action in that direction, and then you have the lowest, which is just like a spark. This could also be, oh, you know what? This could also be your relationship to spirit or to divine guidance as well. You know, okay, and this maybe just like for some, but like, do you work or in an area that being open with your connection to source energy or your connection to spirit or the way that you relate to the word God, is there something there that makes you dull down, uh, like quiet down your love of it or your desire of it or the how much you want to talk about it or the way that you pray or the spiritual practices that you do like during this time period, during this day. I said this day, but during the day you have to kind of um, bring down your focus or bring down your energy or not participate in conversations with coworkers or other people because it's in like like the belief systems are different, kind of something like that, like moving it from a much higher spiritual energy to like like that. I don't know. It's something. It's something like that. So it's either a dissipation in the energy because what you're focused on, the vibration is a little lower, or you're going into the past, which is veering off your turn, or you are being asked environmentally to kind of keep that more on the hush hush and and having to build that back up when you get in your car or something like that. Is that's the reason for what seems like to be these like gaps in guidance. It's not that your guidance is not there, though. It's that you're having to quiet it down for some reason. You're basically what it is like your intuition is fragmented. Not not your actual intuition. Your interpretation of your intuition is fragmented. Your emotions are fragmented. There's something about the inconsistency in it. Not terrible, but like the inconsistency in it. Regulate your emotions, regulate your thoughts, keep it on the straight and narrow. Try not to wander into, you know, what could have been, what would have been, what tried to. Oh, you need to be present. That was a long way around. Present. Present. If you are present, you are removing all of those potholes of lack or those potholes of dips or those energetic veering off to the other end, and your minions have to go chase after it and then bring it back, right? You are going to avoid all of that if you stay present in the now. So if you start thinking about where Tommy is, like, or what could have been with Tommy on the other side, or all of that, then your Thomas the Train derails in the end, right off. Okay, stay present in the now, and all of that divine guidance, those signs, those synchronicities, those things that you love and you're asking for is all going to come right to you. That's going to initiate the transformation that you're after. Being present in the moment, that is what your higher self is telling you right now through YouTube. Maybe that's how you connect. Okay, that's what you need to do. Stay present in the now. Stay away from anything that is future, forward thinking, or past, playing in the past. No future forward thinking or playing in the past. Okay, what is kind of interesting here is that you have 1, 3, 5. 1, 3, 5 might be important to you. And then you have 4, 4, 4, 2. Okay. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, it's as simple as that. Stay present, fully present in the now. All is well. You are unconditionally loved and supported by the universe. Try to pay attention. Um, my unconditional love to you as well. Until next time, take care of yourself.